Hello, and welcome to another edition of Itineraries in the territory of the Nevada Silver Trails. Today we are heading 175 miles north of Las Vegas for a 2-day itinerary of the towns of Pioche and Caliente. From Las Vegas, head north on Highway 15 for 20 miles to Highway 93, go left for another 155 miles. Day 1 itinerary begins 25 miles north of Caliente in the old west town of Pioche. Pioche was once one of the roughest, toughest mining towns in the Old West, claiming more lives to gunslinging and brawls than any other town in Nevada. Now, the Pioche of today is a friendly old town whose charm is evident in its people and its shops. Join us as we set out to explore what there is to see and do around Pioche, Nevada. After a comfortable night's sleep at one of the 4 hotels or 2 RV parks here in Pioche, you are going to be starting your morning off at the Silver Cafe. Comfort food, friendly people. Now, to step back into the history of Pioche, we're heading across the street to the Lincoln County Historical Museum. A lot of mining artifacts, a lot of memorabilia. Parties, dances, and of course, opera. Where are you going to go? The newly restored Thompson's Opera House, that's where. Time to get in the car and head down to the Boot Hill Cemetery. Supposedly, the first 72 people buried here died of lead poisoning before the first person was buried of natural causes. $1 Million Courthouse is where you can find more information on the current residents of Boot Hill. They also have a mock trial going on daily where they find some varmint or, in this case, dummy, guilty, and they drag them out to the original jailhouse in the back. And the $1 Million Courthouse, it's supposed to be one of the most haunted buildings in all of Nevada. It's time to head to Echo Canyon State Park. Head back to Main Street. You're going to be making a left turn. You will pass the new courthouse, and then when you get to Highway 93, we're going to continue on straight. This is State Route 322, which is also known as the Mount Wilson Backcountry Byway. This is an 81-mile loop that's absolutely gorgeous. Now, from Highway 93 on State Route 322, go 4 miles till you get to this sign, Echo Canyon State Park. Make a right turn and go 9 miles. You will go through some residential areas and private property areas. Once you get past that, you will have arrived at Echo Canyon State Park. The park has facilities that include 41 camping sites. They even have an outdoor theater at the top of the campground. Plus, there is plenty of hiking trails. And if you like fishing, Echo Canyon State Park is a place for you. I hope you brought your camera because we're heading to Spring Valley State Park. Continue on the main road till you come to a T Street. Now, this is an old stage stop. Look for this building and you're going to be making a right turn. We are going to go up a couple of miles through the old town of Ursine. When we get to Eagle Valley Resort, they do have a store here. So if you need to stock up on supplies, fishing equipment, bait, gear, go ahead and get it here. We are going to take Google Earth the rest of the way into Spring Valley State Park. This is absolutely a photographer's paradise. When we left Eagle Valley Resort, we were back on State Route 322, Horse Thief Gulch Campground. They do have 43 campsites, restrooms, sewage dump, and good drinking water. And straight across from Horse Thief Gulch Campground is the Eagle Valley Reservoir. And by far, fishing is the biggest pastime here. You can actually rent boats. They have boat launches. They also have 2 hiking trails on both sides of the lake. Now, what Eagle Valley Reservoir is really known for is their winter ice fishing. It's excellent, but you really have to come prepared for the extreme weather conditions, especially November through March. Let's continue right around the bend to the Stone Cabin Living History Museum. There are only 2 remaining pioneer cabins that were built of locally quarried tough rock that still stands here to this day. And if you're into hiking, at the main entrance right here is a beautiful trailhead, 2.5 miles long, simply gorgeous. Definitely a must-see when you come out to Spring Valley State Park. Well, it's time to start our day 2 itinerary, and we're going to head back to Pioche, Nevada. Total miles was 38 and definitely a full day itinerary. Let's turn around and take Highway 322 back to Pioche. Day 2 itinerary starts right here in Pioche, Nevada. We're going to head down Main Street to Highway 93, where we are going to be making a right turn and heading 25 miles to Caliente, Nevada. Quick stop, though, 8 miles up the road is Miller's Point. Now, Miller's Point is an overlook for Cathedral Gorge State Park, which is an area known worldwide for its dramatic carved cliffs and steep canyons. Now, the visitor center is just up the road as we're heading south, and you can get all the information you need about exploring Cathedral Gorge State Park. Now, in the 1920s through the 50s, they actually staged plays here at Cathedral Gorge State Park, but the reason for visiting today The majestic cliffs, towers, spires, slot canyons, absolutely gorgeous. And they do have an RV park and campground. Cathedral Gorge State Park is open year-round. Now, we're heading to Caliente, Nevada, a little south of Cathedral Gorge, 25 total miles from Pioche, Nevada. Caliente is an old railroad town, so one of your first stops should be the old train depot. This was built in 1923 and is classic missionary-styled architecture. The depot is now home to a library, an art gallery, and is a community services center. When you're done here, step next door to the old Boxcar Museum. Then take a couple of hours and explore Caliente. A lot of knick-knack shops, variety stores, plenty of restaurants. So grab a bite to eat, and then we'll head west, southwest of town, 2 miles to Kershaw-Ryan State Park. It's off of 317 and is a side canyon of Rainbow Canyon. Kershaw-Ryan is known as one of the most picturesque spots in Nevada and is extremely popular with the outdoor enthusiast. And yes, they do have an RV park here with full hookups, and they also have an RV dump. Now head back down to Rainbow Canyon and explore why Zane Grey, the author and novelist, used Rainbow Canyon and the Caliente area as an inspiration for some of his writings. Well, that's it for this 2-day itinerary of Pioche and Caliente, Nevada. A total of 32 miles and definitely a full day of adventure. We invite you to go to PiocheNevada.com or NevadaSilverTrails.com and explore the many exciting adventures they have to offer. There's plenty of videos along with listings of all their hotels, restaurants, and events. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on your next itinerary in the territory of the Nevada Silver Trails.